Shri Krishna. So today we are going to see the nakshatra Anuradha. Anuradha is the 17th nakshatra of the 27 asterisms. So let's see the 27 asterisms. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashlesha, Makha, Pubba, Uttara, Hasta, Chitta, Swati, Vishakha, Anuradha, Jyeshtha, Mula, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravana, Dhanishta, Shatabhisha, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, Revati, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika. So now we are over with these 27 nakshatras, of which the 17th one is Anuradha. Again, in numerology we see that 17th one is the 8-pointed star of love and peace. Guess what Anuradha is? Anuradha is the star of success, of the star of contract, and of the star of peace and love, ruled by Mitra, the one who is the friendship maker or the contractor. Anuradha nakshatra is the divine star of divine love to the Supreme Personality. So Anuradha nakshatra is the nakshatra which brings out the Radhana Shakti. Radhana Shakti means the power to embrace, the power to devote yourself, the power to surrender to the Lord. This is called Radhana Shakti. Radhana Shakti comes to people when they are Anuradha nakshatra. They have deep devotion. And Anuradha nakshatra, being the 17th nakshatra of the 27 asterisms, is a very nice nakshatra. Anuradha is also having the Shakti Radhana, as we saw. We know that Anuradha nakshatra has a symbol of a lotus, which also shows its contraction and creative power. Anuradha nakshatra people are generally very good at they are good contractors, they make alliances very good. They are, since it's ruled by Mitra. Mitra is the contraction maker. He is the one who brings in decisions, he is the one who brings in alliances. So these people make lots of money out of alliances. The main thing in their life is alliance. They like to bring out things with the help of people. So they are very social people. They bring in different groups of social systems and bring them together for one purpose. So they are very good at alliances. So for example, one Anuradha person, if he is put in public relations or anything where he has to be involved with the society in any course, it can also be in politics or politicians. So these people are good politicians. They are good deal makers, like agreements. Agreements are their field. So they make agreements, they allow people to come in, and sometimes they can be at the point of the goal. So they want to make the agreement. They are to the agreement, they are to the deal, and they are very good crafty deal makers. So they have the deal making sense in which they do not even step a single step away from getting the agreement done. And after the agreement, they get success, they feel good, and they also might earn wealth from these agreements. So they're good agreement creators. They create agreements very nicely. So this nakshatra knowledge would be beneficial for people who want to hire people. So Anuradha people are good at making these decisions of agreements and other things like that. But sometimes these people are so angry and jealous to the core to make the agreement, and so they are very crafty in making the agreement. Till the end of the agreement, to make the agreement done, they will find every single inch of the world to get the agreement done at the shot. They will do it, and they will do it. There is no compulsion to these people, they do the agreement. And sometimes this agreement thing goes mad. In the Rig Veda, they show Mitra as an alliance maker, as an ally who brings together forces of nature, energy, and creates something new. Mitra is one of the 12 Adityas. He is the son of Aditi, the goddess, who is the mother of Indra, or the mother of the demigods. There are 12 Adityas, of which Mitra is also one. Mitra is the peaceful star. Vishakha might be a little selfish, but Anuradha is not that just selfish, because Anuradha resides in Vrishchika, and sometimes these Anuradha people are away from their families. They can make contracts, alliances between other people, agreements, deals, etc., but not with their family. They have a tough time with their family. Anuradha people try to be good with your family the most, because there's going to be a time when there'll be a problem. You will not be able to enjoy your family life. It could be of enmity, or it could be of It could be of different kinds of circumstances. And Anuradha person generally lives away from his birthplace. For example, you were born in a particular city A and then you went to another city B. That's what happens to Anuradha people. Even if you're in A, you might not be that happy living in A. You'll have to go to B. So that's what happens to these Anuradha people. Generally, Anuradha nakshatra is one of the greatest nakshatras in contract making. They make deals. They force down deals on people. It's a force, but it does not look like a force at the beginning when Anuradha people make it. Other people, when they start making deals, it might break up, but Anuradha people will go to the point of the deal. They don't stop anywhere else. They will be focusing towards the point of the deal. Even though they could do a long route for different people, they're good management people, so they can manage situations and bring in agreements so that everything becomes fine. The public relation people, they can be good public relation people, they can be good managers, they can be in politics, they can go in social circles, they can do different things like that, which involves socialism, which involves deal making, and deal making is the main thing in their life. They make success, they make wealth and everything out of it. So if you're in any other profession, try going towards this deal making profession. It could be any sphere of profession, but Anuradha people are in that deal making sense. They are to the point in deals. So deals, agreements, etc. are their favorite work. They do only that most of the time. The shadowy side in deal making is again a frustration of making the deal happen. It is like I have to do with this. So Anuradha and Vishakha are somewhat like they coordinate together. Indra and Agni. Indra shows a power to bring together, Agni shows the power to do it. In the same way here, Shani and Kuja, the two malefic planets, are giving an influence along with Moon. So Shani, Kuja and Moon give this influence of bring together, and Shani gives that discipline and authority sometimes. So when a deal is happening, it takes 100%. There are stages in a deal. First, it takes many stages. Like for example, Ravana was an expert deal maker. So he had 4 deal making things. It's called Niti Shastra. So in that particular thing, he will show the first 4 things and the end one says hurt, destroy. So Anuradha people are very good at this. They use the 4 kinds of things: Danda, Bheda, Nyaya, everything, and finally Danda. So that's the final thing that they try to do. So this involves lots of jealousy, contradiction, and suspicion. They suspect on people to the very 0.01%. That's the shadowy side. Please reduce these bad qualities. Start being more inward instead of showing yourself too much outward and then breaking yourself apart. A balloon, when inflated too much, just bursts open. We can't hold it back or try to do anything. It will just burst open. Try conserving your energy instead of making too many deals and getting into problems, because these deals do not last longer. It depends on the person's mind, even after a deal is made, to change it. So Anuradha people, if you are in anything like this, change this attitude of just making deal after deal, deal after deal, deal after deal, and going mad in that thing. But it's good for you. It's good for you, yes. But it might make you stressful. It might make your life a frustrated life, etc. And that will create a problem for you. It doesn't mean that the deal making is a problem. Again, Saddam Hussein's Anuradha nakshatra had Mars and Rahu tightly conjunct right there, along with the moon there. And imagine what would have happened. Especially Chandra, Shani and Kuja give this influence. If Kuja and Rahu and Moon come here, the influence becomes more hard. Like they're like, I have to make the deal. I'm going to make it. Whoever stands with me, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to finish my deal. That's their mentality. So these guys are like that. Saddam Hussein, he got into a problem. Of course, there are many other reasons, but Anuradha nakshatra influences give all of these things. So be very careful. Keep making Shanti for if you have any of these bad planets conjunct in this asterism along with the moon, or just bad planets in this asterism, because those qualities might also come to you. So be careful of too much deal making, which will take you into another sphere of dangerous things. So also, let's see a shloka that Brihad Jataka says on Anuradha nakshatra. So in Anuradha, Adhyo Videshavasi Kshudha Lu Ratano Nuradha. Ninth verse of the 16th chapter, Rikshashila Adhyaya, Influences of Constellations. In that, it says that the master or chief, Anuradha is the master of chief. After making many deals and agreements, a person fixes a person into a web and becomes the master or chief. So that's about Anuradha. Living in foreign countries, I told you that they have to change their living place. That's very important for them. Not able to bear hunger and thirst and fond of traveling. So to make deals, they go here, there, they might be in Japan, they'll fly to Russia, they'll fly here, fly there, fly here, fly there, making deal after deal, but making lots of money out of it too. If Anuradha Lord, that is Shani, is well placed, if Kuja is well placed, if your moon is well placed, etc. Even though moon becomes debilitated in this asterism, still, if your moon is well placed and all of these are well placed, that means moon can't be well placed in Anuradha nakshatra, it's in its debilitation Rashi. So if at least Jupiter is like in Cancer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there will be aspect of an exalted Jupiter on moon which is debilitated. So again, there will be at least a little of improvement in the problem that happens, and that's when the master or chief living in foreign countries, fond of traveling, etc. become. Generally, Anuradha people cannot bear thirst or hunger. As it's given here, Krudhalu Ratano, they become angry when they are subjected to hunger and thirst. There are many times in a human's life in which one has to be subjected to hunger or thirst, no matter you're a millionaire or a billionaire also. If you're a millionaire, billionaire, nothing. It is your past karma. You might have done it to somebody, you might have donated something to somebody, you might have on their hand side, you might have just tortured somebody in the regard of food. The same way, you might be a rich man in your next birth, but then you might be tortured in related to food. So there come times in a human's life when one is deprived of the happiness of food and drink. So Anuradha people cannot tolerate this. So exercise your diet, bring down this overconsumption, stop the junk food thing. I've been telling this in all nakshatras. In fact, Ashlesha and Anuradha have importance in this. Ashlesha and Anuradha, Rohini. So these three nakshatras overeat a lot. So reduce your overeating habits of eating too much. Some people just gobble too much and then someday they might not get it, and then they are like again they yearn for food. So that's about Anuradha nakshatra. I just can't eat my food. There are some people who don't like to eat their food. There are some people who need food. There might be a day or an hour without food, and I say, oh, I'm not gonna. I just have to eat food. I'm going anywhere, but I have to eat food. So that's the tendency in Anuradha nakshatra. They're like mad for eating food. If it's especially related to Jupiter, which is in a bad position, or Shani makes a person restrained, etc. It gives discipline. But if Shani is in a bad place, then the restriction also reduces. Anuradha people actually have a field of restriction, discipline, etc. But when Shani is debilitated, there's no restriction for food, except but other restrictions, etc. In the deal making has a lot of steps. So in that they are very stronghold. They have a stronghold and they do not allow even an inch of the air in the middle of the deal to escape. They get it done. So that's about Anuradha nakshatra. So Brihad Jataka gives a very huge expansion. Each one of the words in this Jataka, Brihad Jataka, brings you a huge meaning out. So Videshavasi means one who lives in foreign countries. Why live in a foreign country when you're betrayed or by numerous circumstances you are made to go to another country? Before living in another country was considered as evil. So these people, it's a negative and a positive point. Nowadays people yearn to go. Oh, I am going to America. Oh, I am going to India. Americans want to go to India. Indians want to go to America. I want to go there. I want to go there. Instead of making it a shame, in Kali Yuga, it is considered as a fancy thing. I go here, I go there, it's a fancy thing. So there are few things which have to be sure as positive. There is Videshavasi. Of course, it's always negative. You should, where you're born is where you're supposed to live, since the climate, etc. That's where you can breed well. Otherwise, in other places, there will be problems, is what most Ayurvedic texts say. So, if you take it in that thing, Anuradha Nakshatra gives bad health, and again, this particular going to foreign traveling again relates to food. So, the food there, they have to adjust to the food, etc. But it's a difficult task for them. So, these things happen. In deal making, they go to Videsha. So, since Mitra is the deal maker and the friend of the world, so that's why they make deals like this. One more thing about this star is Mitra is the ruler of the star. Since Mitra is the ruler of the star, he is the friend to the world. Mitra itself means friend. But Mitra also has another meaning in which mi is considered measurement or exchange. So this is more of a trade and deal making thing more than just love and friendship. They make deals not through love. They make deals through contractual relationships. There's like, yeah, sure, please come in, yeah, please go. Oh, please, can you make this, please, just, they aren't like that way. Yeah, please come in, do this, do that, do this, do that. It looks like as if they are sweet and friendly. Anuradha Nakshatra, though it's Mitra, it does not mean they can always be a Mr. or Mrs. Nice man or nice woman. They always have a shadowy side which is sometimes needed in making deals. So, actually, Mitra had prayed that I want to be the friend to the entire world, and therefore, one who prays to Anuradha Nakshatra becomes a friend to the entire world. And he is recognized as a friend to everybody. So, recognition of being a friend is the most important in Anuradha's lives. Though they might not exactly be a friend in the exact sense, the recognition of being a friend is important in their lives. So they make deals, etc. Many people in Anuradha Nakshatra look like friends at the right moment, but then you realize that they're not exactly Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy. They're waiting for some opportunity to make a deal with you or make a deal out of you or get a deal done by you. So they're very good at such things. So sometimes you have to be careful of Anuradha people who have really powerful Anuradha Nakshatra. They're good at making deals and they can make a deal out of you and put you into the web. That can happen with these people, especially if Rahu is there in the asters. Next, I would say the effects of these planets in Anuradha Nakshatra. Ascendant, Moon and Sun in Anuradha affects. Ascendant is not a planet, but yeah, fine. Ascendant in Anuradha Nakshatra makes a person attractive, passionate, a wanderer, psychic, devoted to spiritual pursuits, secretive nature. That is because of Scorpio. And moody, need to watch diet. There is a need to watch diet with these people. And they are fond of family life, groups, organizations. So family life, groups and organizations always involve contracts. When two people marry or siblings are born, etc., there is always a feeling of sense. Though there is love within the family, there is also a sense of like, I do this, you do that, I do this, you do that. So that's what these people like. They like order in the family because of Shani, and they like to keep things in order with the power of Kuja. So that's what they do. And also groups, organizations have the same thing. A manager might like his employees, but again there's another person who's above the manager who forces things on this manager, who forces things on them. So though there might be a little affection, the affection percentage is very less in organizations, groups, etc. So these people like to bring together. So there might be a Facebook group. There might be one person who's making things out of the others in a Facebook group. It might be YouTube, anything. Some person is trying to do something with others. So that's Anuradha Nakshatra. And so loving, popular, successful and cooperative is the first impression that Anuradha gives. Later it turns into a cold deal-making relationship with Shani. And Kuja gives that power and enthusiasm. Yes, I'm going to make this deal. Yes, I'm going to do that. And Shani gives the slow moving period in the deal, which shows that discipline and obligation, etc. And Sun in Anuradha. So one more quality of Moon Anuradha makes the person sharing. And Sun in Anuradha, leadership ability, interest in politics, important group affiliations, they're successful, they're wealthy, they're respected because they might be not respected at their birthplace. Most people are not respected at their birthplace. There's a saying in Hindi that, in Marwadi, that a person from Kashi, a sadhu in Kashi will not be respected in Kashi, even though he's a good sadhu. Even a foolish person from Kashi going in Jodhpur will be respected as a famous person. In the same way, these people are not exactly, it's opposite way in them. These people are not exactly respected at their home, their family, etc. Though they like being a family person, still they are respected a lot outside their family because they are good contract makers. Contract makers have a lot of reputation in organizations, etc. And the career interest of these people is that business management, travel industry, event managers, dentists, plumbers, criminal lawyers, and actors, musicians, and mining engineers, etc. So they are, all of these professions are regarding them. So they are good business managers due to the reason that they are important people in business, or they might make good deals, good contracts, etc. And also they can be actors and musicians because Anuradha is a beautiful nakshatra. It is the nakshatra where Mitra resides. So actors, musicians, music is the art of friendship also. So then mining engineers, that is because of Scorpio again. Health issues, troubles related to the stomach, bowels, constipation, and many problems related to birth of children. All of these things might come if the nakshatra is in a problem. You know how nakshatras get into a mess. So that is when problems happen because of your previous karma. Everything comes to your previous karma and your behavior in the present time. So low frustration tolerance is common in Anuradha people. Reduce that. Increase the frustration tolerance because everybody has a time of frustration in their lives. You might be the greatest person in the world, but you will have a time of frustration in different ways. It can be of any single way, but there is frustration in every human's life. You have to understand that there should be a tolerance towards this frustration, and therefore we have to create a stable environment around us to not get fussed around with these frustrating things. We have to solve it. We have to use our deal making abilities at this time. Though you might make a deal outwardly, make a deal with your soul and your mind and your body. That's when you're a good deal maker. Anuradha people have to realize this. So melancholic nature is also with them. Saddam Hussein, Mars, Rahu, and the moon in this asterism. So therefore we have finished the nakshatra Anuradha, which is the nakshatra of very good contractual relationships. And now we shall see a few qualities of this nakshatra. Lord is Shani and Saturn. The symbol is a lotus, or when kings win, they go through a huge arch. It's known as a triumphal arch. When they win, they have to get inside the arch so that all people celebrate the victory. So that's what they do when they win the war. And also in our Vedic zodiac, this spans from 3 degrees 20 minutes Scorpio to 16 degrees 40 minutes Scorpio. So this is totally inside Scorpio, so it has the entire qualities of a Scorpion also. So in deal making, Scorpion qualities are necessary, though not too much. That's what another thing these people have to realize. So also, Mitra is the lord of this nakshatra. This nakshatra symbolizes a female deer or hare, and Jyeshtha is a male deer or hare. So Anuradha and Jyeshtha match well. And then lotus or archway is the symbol for this. And Mitra is also known as a sun god. So sun god's characteristics come here. That's why they are good in politics, they are good in authority relationships, they are good in authority and controlling of others within their authority scheme. So this is about them. Sometimes if Anuradha becomes a problem, then they get in from scheme to scam. So please, people with Anuradha nakshatra, I am just saying the shadowy side of this nakshatra. That doesn't mean you are like that. It is depending again on different malefic and benefic influences. Might be the qualities, good qualities as I mentioned in Anuradha might not be with you, bad qualities also might not be with you. But there will be a more percentage of these qualities in you. You have to reduce or increase depending on your mind. These nakshatras give you a perception of what you might do. They give you an idea in life, etc. And they give you a strength to know something. They give you the bravery. They give you this information on nakshatras will make you more strong towards your purpose. This information on nakshatras will make you realize your mistakes and reduce them. This information on nakshatras will make you increase your positive energy. Try all of these things. Do not keep the negative things in your brain. Reduce them. Increase the positive things. Do not think about the negative things. These qualities develop when you keep thinking about them. So think about the positive things. Contemplate on Mitra. In the Rigveda, in the internet, etc. we have lots of information about how Mitra looks. Contemplate on him to release the positive energy of this nakshatra and destroy the negative energy. So we have therefore finished the nakshatra Anuradha. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.